Uzi on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game. Blow your mind.
Why you do that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't get too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like...
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are just moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Miami Dolphins. With that, let's get down to Hard Rock Stadium in my...
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between our visitors and the Miami Dolphins. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go, Scooter! Line 80! Line 59! Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
They do not score!
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, 3rd and long. On play action, Fitzpatrick. They're able to locate Wilson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. On 2nd and 15 now. Fitzpatrick. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 2nd and 10, Murray, and he'll find Hall.
Complete to number 83. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Going up top. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Equanimous St. Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
18 big yards on that one and a Charger first. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Ready? Before Mike. Check. Watch 54. You better be afraid of me. You better.
Murray has the first down and more. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Kyler Murray with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PA. So they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Fitzpatrick on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That's what I'm talking about.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, L.A. Antonio Callaway, his third touchdown now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Brandon, my man, just...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he floats one there, incomplete.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when he snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smells terrible. A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. Then tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, two teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Time for Antonio Callaway and his crew on offense to take over. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Murray now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time play.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. So here are the Chargers to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
First down, Murray. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Murray, he bootlegs it, sliding out of the pocket. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, this game is, of course, part of the NFL 100 series, and the historical significance here goes back to that 1981 AFC divisional round game. Dubbed the Epic in Miami. Others called it the game that no one should have lost. Boy, you had so many great plays in there. The hook and ladder, the end of the second quarter by the Dolphins. Remember Kellen Winslow, future Hall of Famer, getting carried off exhausted in that contest. Over 1,000 total yards between the two teams, and led by Dan Fouts, the Chargers pulled off the 3-point win in overtime.
Let's make these babies
Play action. Now it's Murray. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They're going for it. It's Murray. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it's just...
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustment.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Mack Wilson in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Fitzpatrick. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Second and 10. At the Dolphins' 15-yard line.
Tighten up.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Certainly not what the offense wanted down here, going in the wrong direction.
Yeah, well, look who got involved. I mean, when you got a strong safety who can drop into the box, never needs an invitation to be one of those guys in run defense, does he? Wakes up every morning just a little bit ticked off.
And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from a yard out as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Badgley, up and good.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Fitzpatrick, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The Dolphins on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. Time for Antonio Callaway and his crew on offense to take over. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, but he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Off. 52. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check.
Murray now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 54 yards. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now this time, Murray to throw it. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
54 Mike. Push him back.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From 6 yards away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On second down, Fitzpatrick again. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Murray again, 2nd and 10. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick, quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick finding his tight end, Gesicki. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
You got it.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. A chance for us to look at this Chargers defense again. They are looking to preserve this shutout, so for them, a lot on the line.
A lot on the line, a lot of pride that goes into that. Because let's face it, when you've had that kind of a day, you do not want any type of a fluke play to end it. You're going to win the game. That's not the issue. But to have a clean ledger going into the locker room and sitting in film next week, oh, that's satisfying.
Good.
Oh, that's the way to do it.
They're looking to cradle that goose egg. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Caught. It's Wilson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Wilson now in his second season in Miami. First 4 years were in Kansas City. He's always been a solid complementary receiver, but Miami really hoping he can take the next step in his development, be more of a go-to guy. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Another try after the first down sack. Fitzpatrick. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now Fitzpatrick on 4th down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Marcus Williams. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for our visitors, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new